Some journeys are not just about distance. They're about finding time. For yourself, for an old friend, for stories that once made us laugh till our stomachs hurt. And maybe, just maybe, for rediscovering a part of you that got lost in deadlines and the everyday grind. It started in Delhi. A bustling life, a booked calendar, but two friends hit pause. No reasons, no justifications, just a shared glance and one word. Chale? The day started with a slow, lazy morning. The kind that gently nudges you awake, not demands it. Rajesh, as always, brewed his signature filter coffee. Strong, earthy, and full of warmth, just like the bond we share. We sat by the balcony, sipping slowly, not rushing, letting the silence speak, as old friends often do. Then, straight to Seethapalem Beach. The sea greeted us like an old companion. Open arms, salty breeze, and soft golden sands that remembered our footprints from a time we had almost forgotten. We walked, we talked, and at times, we didn't. Because sometimes the waves speak louder than words, and in that crashing silence, we felt seen, understood. Next came the ultimate indulgence, lunch at Subbayya Gari Hotel, an old-school gem serving unlimited vegetarian thalis. No fancy plating, no Instagram gimmicks, just soulful home-style food that reminded us of our moms. Full plates, fuller hearts, and second servings we never said no to. We laughed like kids fighting over the last papad. It felt like a college canteen all over again. The sun was still kind when we reached Kailasagiri Hill Park. As the car took us above the city, something inside us slowed down. We sat beside the towering statues of Shiva and Parvati, not to pray, but just to pause. The city stretched far below, unchanged in its rhythm. And us? A little older, a little quieter, but somehow still the same. Our next stop, the ancient piece of Thotlakonda Buddhist complex. Here there were no crowds, no cameras, only stone ruins, gentle winds, and stories whispered through centuries. We sat where monks once sat, in silence, without the need to perform. And in that stillness, maybe we healed a part of ourselves we didn't know was hurting. By early evening, we arrived at INS Kurusura Submarine Museum, a colossal beast of metal and memory, docked at the edge of the shore. As we stepped inside the narrow steel corridors, we weren't just tourists. We were time travelers. Standing amidst stories of sacrifice and courage, we felt small and deeply, deeply grateful. And then the sky began to melt. The sun dipped into the ocean like a slow exhale, setting the clouds on fire. We stood by the water, just two old friends, lost in the kind of moment no phone can capture. The laughter of old fights, the glow of silly dreams. They all came rushing back. Under that orange sky, nothing needed fixing. Friendship just needed time. And today, we gave it that.
Day 2 began earlier than usual. The sky was still waking up as we hit the road heading towards the Araku Valley, around 130 kilometers away. There's something about early morning drives, windows down, playlists from college days, and roads that unravel stories with every mile.
Halfway through the journey, we paused at Thotlakonda viewpoint. And oh, what a pause it was. An endless canvas of mountains, forests, and silence. Even though it was a Sunday, there was barely a crowd. It felt like the world had stepped aside to let us have our moment. Rajesh, ever the foodie, spotted something irresistible. Chicken roasting inside bamboo sticks, slowly turning over coal fire, filling the air with a smoky, earthy aroma. Of course, he could not resist. As the bamboo chicken cooked slowly, we munched on hot, salted corn. Simple, delicious, and soul-satisfying. And while Rajesh waited, well, he gave into a quick plate of chicken kebab too. That sparkle in his eyes when he finally took a bite of the bamboo chicken, priceless. Sometimes food is not just taste, it's nostalgia served hot. With full bellies and fuller hearts, we continue to our next wonder, the ancient, awe-inspiring Bora Caves. Tucked at an elevation of 705 meters, these caves are among India's deepest and largest. 1,000,000 years old. And they looked it. Proud, mysterious, and alive. We stepped in, and it was like entering Earth's secret diary. Gigantic stalactites and stalagmites surrounded us, shaped over time by water, pressure, and patience. We laughed, we marveled, and somewhere between those echoes and shadows, we felt like children again. Bora Caves were older than stories, and yet they echoed with our laughter. Stalactites above, friendship below, both shaped by time, and both still standing strong. On our way back, we made one final detour to Katiki Waterfall. But it wasn't easy. Our car wasn't allowed on that stretch, so we had to switch to a rugged off-road vehicle built for adventure. The drive was bumpy, rocky, muddy, wild. Nature was untamed here, and we loved every minute of it. But that was only the beginning. We still had to walk for almost 30 minutes, through slippery trails and uphill slopes. The drizzle had picked up, the mud clung to our shoes, and every step felt a little harder than the last.
It's so tiring for anyone.
And then, the final stretch. A steep staircase leading to the waterfall's base. Our legs protested, but our hearts pushed on. When we finally reached the top, there it was. Katiki Waterfall, roaring down from a massive height, cutting through the forest like a silver ribbon. The mist kissed our faces. The thunder of water filled our ears, and just like that, all the effort melted away. It wasn't just a waterfall. It was a reward, a reminder that the best things in life often ask you to sweat, stumble, and keep walking anyway. We came looking for views, but what we found was something deeper. Because sometimes a trip isn't about the distance you cover. It's about the memories you carry back.
It was time to say goodbye.
A smile, a pat on the back, that half hug full of years and unsaid things. And just like that, I said, sayonara. But this wasn't the end, because travel with a friend, it's not just about the places, it's about the moments, the memories. I carried with me the sound of our laughter echoing through caves, the stillness of shared sunsets, and the quiet comfort of knowing some friendships, like the hills, stand strong, no matter the distance.